Welcome to Social Outbreak. You know, a revolutionary company deserves a revolutionary compensation plan. But there's no reason why a compensation plan should be too technical or difficult to implement. This presentation is designed to make our compensation plan easy to understand. By now, most of you have been to the corporate website and downloaded this PDF version of our comp plan. For this presentation, we're going to literally pick this thing apart and go over it section by section and talk about the 6 ways in which you can earn commission in Social Outbreak. We'll begin by discussing the packages you can choose to get started. There are 3 ways to get involved in Social Outbreak. The first is as a retail customer. A retail customer can decide to purchase 1 or 2 of our Facebook application downloads for $100 each. They then simply pay a $50 a month subscription fee per application. And of course that gives them access to their content 24/7. The next level of participation is to come in as a basic IBO or independent business operator, a distributor if you will, in Social Outbreak. A basic IBO purchases 1 Facebook application download for $100 and then pays $50 a month auto pay. They pay a one-time $47.50 enrollment fee to set up their account, get their pay card, set up their replicated site, etc. A basic IBO has access to portions of the compensation plan, and of course they can upgrade in their own back office at any point to the 3rd level of participation, which is a Pro IBO level. The Pro IBO purchases 2 Facebook application downloads for $200, pays $100 a month in auto pay. They pay the same $47.50 enrollment fee. They have access to all of our great back office tools, and most importantly, they can participate in the full compensation plan. Okay, now let's talk about the first way you get paid in Social Outbreak, and that is through retail sales. So everybody knows business owners that are trying to improve the bottom line, expand their customer base, and get more eyes on their Facebook fan page. Of course, no tool does that better than Social Outbreak, and Social Outbreak pays you very handsomely to find those retail customers. So let's look at the first 2 levels of retail commission. Here you are in the organization, you recruit Sue, and Sue goes out and finds a customer who comes in with the $200 package. For that effort, Sue will receive the 25% commission as the sponsor, or $50, and you, as Sue's sponsor, will earn the 10% commission, or $20. Well, that was simple enough, but what about levels 3 and 4 of this commission? How does that work? Well, here you are again. You recruit Sue, Sue recruits Jim, Jim recruits John, and John finds a customer that comes in on the $200 level. Like before, John will earn a 25% commission of $50, and his sponsor Jim, $20 commission, 10%. What about levels 3 and 4? Let's look at this. First thing you need to know is in order to earn this commission, you must be on a pro level auto pay. Assuming both you and Sue are, it would look something like this. Sue would get 10% on the 3rd level, or $20, and you on the 4th level, a $10 commission. Next thing to understand is that if you're not on a pro level auto ship, this bonus is just not paid. It doesn't keep searching up the tree to give it to somebody, it's just breakage to the company. So to recoup every dollar in the compensation plan, you really do need to be on the pro level of auto pay. Okay, just a few last items on the retail sales commission to go over. This commission is paid weekly. It pays all 4 levels of commission on initial orders and on the auto pay orders. This is very important. It's a 25% commission residual on every dollar of volume that you get from every retail customer you find evermore. Great potential for earning here. The retail customers are not placed in your matrix. They live in kind of a parallel universe, and this is great because you don't want non-business builders, people that are not going to be recruiting, to clog up space in your fixed 3x9 matrix. This is in addition to that commission. But these retail customers do count towards your rank qualifications, which is terrific, because any combination of business builder IBOs you bring into the business or retail customers will count towards your qualifications to achieve higher ranks. Okay, now let's take a look at the Social Start section of our compensation plan. This commission is very easy to understand. You sponsor Sue, Sue sponsors Jim on the pro level. Sue makes a 20% commission on that initial order, and you, if you're on the pro level, earn a 10% commission on that initial order. If you're not a pro, then that commission is not paid. 2 things to remember: this commission is paid weekly, and this commission is on the initial order only. Okay, now we're going to look at section number 3, which is the Social Code Commission. This section of the compensation plan is what some people call a coded bonus or an infinity bonus, and it basically says that an additional 30% of every initial order will be paid out to somebody in the sponsorship tree. Now let me explain it by showing you our typical organization. There you are in your matrix, and you've got your level of 3, your level of 9, 27, 81, etc. You personally sponsor somebody on your row of 3, you sponsor somebody on your row of 9, and you sponsor somebody on your row of 27. That's what they look like in the normal matrix view. But to appreciate this portion of the compensation plan, you need to see the sponsorship view, and that's basically pulling all of your personal sponsored and putting them up on your front row, and then looking at who they sponsored and who their people sponsored, and right on down the row. So this is an example. This is 3 sponsorship trees that you might have in your organization. Now what we do is we look at the ranks that the people in those structures have, and we match them against this portion of the bonus. We look for managers to pay 10%, directors to pay 10%, vice presidents and presidents. And essentially what we're doing is we're taking every new order at the bottom of the sponsorship tree and rolling it up the tree, looking to pay out 30%. So let's give one example. In this left-hand group, for example, a new order comes in and it's rolling 30% commission up, looking for a payout. It now finds a manager, and it's going to pay 10% out to that manager, which leaves 20% to roll up. Now it finds a director. It pays the director 10%, and that leaves 10% to roll up. It finds a vice president who gets 5%, and that leaves 5% to roll up to you because you're the president. Very simple, very straightforward, and potentially very lucrative. Let's look at this other example. This organization over here, you've got a brand new order that rolls from the bottom. It's coming up at 30%, 30%. Now it finds a director. Okay, it hasn't found a manager, it's found a director first. Well, the director is going to get the 10% for the director and the 10% for the manager. It pays 20% to that director. That leaves 10% to roll up, and 10% eventually ends up to you as the president, because that 30% will get paid. Our last example, the one in the middle, a new order rolls up, 30%, 30%, 30%, and boom, nobody got in the way, you got the entire 30%. Again, a lucrative bonus. Last 3 items to remember regarding the social code is that it's a bonus that's paid weekly, it's paid on the initial order only, and to receive this you must be on a pro level of AutoPay. Next we will discuss the social matrix portion of our compensation plan. What most people want to know is, what do I need to do to get paid on all 9 levels of my matrix? That information can be found in this column right here, in which you'll see that to get paid on 9 levels, you must become a supervisor in Social Outbreak. And you do that by sponsoring 6 people personally. Now that can be 6 people on AutoPay that are either retail customers or IBOs within your matrix, or any combination therein. You also only need to be on the basic AutoPay level yourself to qualify. The other information available in this section of the comp plan is the various ranks associated with our compensation plan and the qualifications to achieve those ranks. The social matrix bonus is based on a 3x9 forced matrix structure, a very exciting structure in network marketing because of its explosive potential for growth. It works something like this. Here you sit at the top of your matrix. As we discussed before, you have the potential to earn on 9 levels of volume below you. The first level can have 3 people and only 3 people, and in fact the forced matrix says that your first 3 people must go on your first level left to right, like this. Likewise, their first level must go below them on their front rows left to right, like this. And of course that's your second level. And by that process repeating itself, you'll see that every level has the potential of tripling itself. Now remember, to qualify for a 9-level payout, you need to personally sponsor 6 people. If you put the first 3 on your front row, where are you going to put the other 3? By definition, you have to place the next 3 under somebody that's already in the structure. You'll see that if everybody's working towards that qualification, there will be ample spillover or opportunities for you, the people in your structure, and the people above your matrix to contribute to the growth of your matrix, and it starts to take off in most instances very quickly. So you'll see that your front row can have 3 people, your second row 9 people, your third row 27, and it triples all the way down all 9 levels of payout. Your 9th level alone could have 19,683 people, which is more than the other 8 levels combined. So it gets very large very fast in a 9-level payout. And in fact, if you add up all the people in your 3 by 9 matrix, you have the potential of having 29,523 people in your matrix. Now, to give you an idea of the earning potential of that, imagine that you had this full matrix with that number of people, and all of them were just on the basic auto pay level. At 5%, that's $2.50 a month per person in your matrix. That's a payout of $73,808 if they're all on the basic level. Now imagine you had a full matrix with everybody on the pro level of auto pay. Well, that number doubles. Now the truth is, in a full matrix, you would actually have something in between because you'll have a combination of basic and pro level auto pays in there. Nonetheless, the earning potential is huge in this portion of the compensation plan. Well, as if that weren't enough, we also offer dynamic compression within the social matrix bonus. Dynamic compression can be difficult to understand, so we're going to paint it with a broad brush and illustrate it like this. Here you are again with your 9 levels of payout below you. This is your matrix. The people in your matrix want to build one of their own, so they're busy recruiting, building, and putting people under them. So the people on the 7th, 8th, 9th levels, they're essentially building you a 10th, 11th, 12th level, etc. Normally you'd say, well, big deal, I only get paid through 9 levels. Well, dynamic compression is why this truly is a big deal to you, and this is how it works. Over time, some of your people within your pay range are going to go off auto pay for one reason or another. Here's somebody on row 7. They're off auto pay and it's commission time. The computer is essentially going to identify all the matrix below that person and virtually move it up to fill in that blank. Now you'll notice that volume from the 10th level just got dragged up into your 9th level, which, by the way, is your payout level. When you consider that your 9th level can have about 19,000 people in it, that means the 10th level, the non-payout level, could have as many as 59,049 people in it. So how many people just got dragged into your pay range? That's a great thing. Now here's another example. Somebody up further on your 4th level that's been around a little longer, that probably has a bigger matrix, falls off auto pay. Once again, it's commission time, so the computer, incorporating dynamic compression, identifies the matrix below that person and shifts everybody up one row to fill in that blank. Now, that's a bigger chunk of the 10th level that just got pulled up. You tell me, how many people are you now getting paid for on your 9th level that were out of your pay range before dynamic compression? Multiply that times as many people might fall off of auto pay. And this is a very lucrative and very exciting portion of the compensation plan. Okay, now we're going to talk briefly about payout number 5, which is the social matrix match. This bonus is designed to incentivize each of our IBOs to work hard and achieve the high ranks of director, vice president, and president, because as you do so, you qualify to earn a matching bonus on a percentage of the social matrix bonus of every single person that you personally sponsor. For example, a director earns 10% matching bonus on the social matrix bonus of everybody that they sponsor in their organization. A vice president earns 20% matching bonus, and a president 40% matching bonus. Tremendous incentive, very lucrative. Remember, this bonus is paid monthly. It's paid on the social matrix bonus of all your personally sponsored people as a residual bonus. Every time they earn the bonus, you earn the percentage. You must be on the pro level of auto pay to qualify. Okay, we're down to our last section. This is a fun bonus called the President's Pool, and it works like this. The company will collect 3% of the gross global sales of the company and place it in a pool known as the President's Pool. All IBOs who achieve the rank of president will participate in this pool. This bonus is paid quarterly, and it's shared equally between all presidents. We've just shown you the 6 ways you earn income in our great social outbreak compensation plan, and we've calculated some earning potential for each. We want you to understand that the results will vary greatly according to your talent, the amount of work you put in, and the type of people you attract to your business. And we'd encourage you to go to the corporate website and under the Opportunity tab, look at the compensation plan link and read the full income disclosure statement. Well, there you have it, the 6 ways you get paid in social outbreak. When you put those 6 things together into this simple one-page compensation plan that is understandable, doable, and lucrative, we think you'll agree that you have everything you need at your fingertips now to be successful. We appreciate you taking the time to learn more about the compensation plan.